welcome back to Titanic, an adventure out of time. In the last episode we meet with our Secret Service contact. However, we've been given two assignments. We've got to find the Rubaiyat and get into the telegraph room. Which is this? No. Where is it? I can't remember. Purses off wireless, it's around the other side. But yeah, if you try to go to the bridge...
Sorry, this section's off limits. Passengers aren't allowed on the bridge. Officer Morrow's in no mood to accommodate passengers right now. He's misplaced his binoculars, and he's in a right proper state about it too. Off with you now.
So I've got a big burly geezer guy here. So this is another little tidbit about the Titanic. On the night the Titanic sank, there were no binoculars to spot icebergs and such which might be out on the seas. And there is a reason for that, but the story's taking it in another way. So I think this is Officer Morrow, is it?
Good evening. Third Officer Morrow here.
Well, hello.
Sorry, no passengers on the bridge. No passengers allowed. Yes. This is the officers' promenade. Good night.
Bye-bye. I'll actually speak to you.
Yes, what now? This area's off limits. No passengers allowed.
Why does he remind me of Andy Murray?
Drink? I don't. And don't care for those who do.
Excellent.
Excuse me, would you? I must return to my watch.
Fine.
Good night.
Very well. So this is the wireless room. Officer Morrow.
Sorry, the wireless room's off limits to passengers. Didn't you hear me? No passengers. That means you. Yes. Very calm. No moon. I don't like that. Can't see what's coming. No moon means surprises, as if we don't have enough already. Mr. Ismay, the White Star Line's president's on board. We're walking eggshells round him, I tell you. Though that's nothing compared to the creeping about my brother-in-law's doing at the moment. His entire London office is in an uproar. Tom works in the Admiralty.
Oh, fun.
Seems our plans for troop deployments against Germany disappeared 3 weeks ago. Tom says the big boys have petrified the Jerrys who get wind of it. Could upset the balance of power. Politics. Desktop espionage. Bureaucrats. Pah, give me the sea. You can toss the rest.
Yeah, so like you see things like with their eyes and things, their motions are actually quite well done.
Never have. Not since the war. South
Boer
Africa.
War.
Boer War. The officer was a drinker. He was drunk when they trapped us out on the veldt. On a moonless night. It was a massacre. We never saw them coming.
Superstition.
Drink always leads to the devil. Lucky. No, I wouldn't think that I was.
Okay.
An interesting connection. For all I know, it could be true. A man's got his troubles. Sick child, being away from home. But I hate whiners and apologizers. Well, thank you for your insight. Have a look, why don't you? Mind you, Phillips will have my head if he catches you in there, but I don't see any harm. Go on in.
So we're just an innocent little curious passenger who has now got access to the wireless room. So let's see what we've got. So this is the sleeping quarters, the silent room. Let us. So this is the wireless telegraph that we've got here. So let's just check the notes. RMS Titanic. Marconi. This is the instructions. Okay, to send a message. Send a message. Okay. Tune sound is very... So, set the tune... No, to receive messages. Okay, let's just see here. So this is incoming. And we've got iceberg report. Iceberg report. Iceberg report. Iceberg report. That's everything for the moment. Outgoing. All love and support to you, Macamilla, during a sad and trying time. Oh dear, somebody's harked it. To John and Elaine Nielsen. Ferry to Marsh. Renshaw, Edith. Can't wait, Daisy. Well shit, son. We got a code. We've got a very strong code here. So what have we got? We've got 8754 ANHQSP PAIXW VFCXY. So we now have something to work with. And we've nicked it. Perfect. So we won't try and send any messages at the moment because it's not amazingly required. But thanks to kindly Captain Morrow and a nice little friendly chit-chat, we've blagged ourselves a secret code. So let's now...
Come here.
I remember this guy, but I can't remember who he is. Oh no, I remember him.
Don't you love the sea air? Really clears out the sinuses. Max Seidelman,
Yeah.
Philadelphia,
The
PA. Buyer for Haymaker's Department Store. The Sharpie of Spruce Street, they call me. You a sporting type? You look like the sporting type. Come on down to the smoking room for a nightcap. Riviera's looking for someone to play a few hands of blackjack with him.
Okay.
What do you say? Not much else to do. Not tonight. Brr. Cold as a cast iron commode out here. So, what do you say?
Yes, sure.
Great. First, let's swing by the Parisian Cafe. There's a man there named Zeidel, a German. Claims he's a businessman, but he's got something up the sleeve, all right. I know the type, believe me. Dollars to donuts, he's in some racket. So come with, why don't you? We'll hit the smoking room from there.
Sure.
Hey, Colonel, how you doing? Willie. Like you to meet a friend.
A pleasure. Hedlitz and I, we welcome diversion during such an uneventful passage, don't we, Willie?
Certainly.
Willie is at the University of Vienna, dissecting children's fables.
Cultural mythology, it's quite interesting. So only a junior professor, I tried to interest Dr. Freud. He's a genius, and
Yes, I am sure, quite. On the passenger list, it says you embarked at Cherbourg, yet I have not seen you with the others. You were there, were you not?
No. I was feeling...
I see. You are British. Not so many of you in Titanic's first cabins. But these days, most of the rich are Americans. Businessmen like Max. Tell me, why do you go to New York?
I'm on holiday.
I'm envious. Unfortunately, my work does not permit me to indulge in the pleasures of the leisure class.
It's because you're
the
not
theory
rich
of
enough.
the leisure class? I have read Professor Hibblejaybob. He's quite good.
Quite. Me? Inspecting our embassies. Imperial Germany desires to make a good impression in North America.
But not for
Billy
war.
is continuing on, to the west, to conduct research on Aboriginal customs.
The Indians, they are fascinating.
Yes, yes. However, I place faith in science, not superstition.
The Colonel was saying this wireless stuff's revolutionizing everything. Sending messages to each other. It's the end of books and newspapers.
Like the Titanic, a technological triumph. Here we dined in comfort while racing along at 20 knots. It's still tied to the outside world by the wireless.
That reminds me,
Survive.
Colonel Seidel, when I go to send you a telegram, they told me it was to be delayed. There are too many messages. The passengers...
I am sure our guests do not care to hear a detailed discussion of your encounter with telegraphy. Now, if you will excuse me,
Please, excuse us.
won't you call on us tomorrow? Here, in the cafe. The Linzer Tort's quite passable for a British ship. Stop by. Billy and I welcome it most heartily.
Yes, most heartily.
And before I leave, you must allow me to give you some advice. Do not wander the ship. It is not good, I think, on a ship as big as the Titanic. Good night, friends.
Good night.
See? What did I tell you? What did I say? Them two. Up to something, I'd say. The brainy kid gives me the creeps. What a grind. He should hang out with that little blonde. She's a looker, I tell you. Come on, let's hit the smoking room.
Okay.
I'll introduce you to Riviera.
Fair
What do you
enough.
say?
We'll go in and... let's just
Great.
go just now.
Go on up. I gotta see a man about a horse.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
meet you in a few minutes. Goodbye.
Fair enough. So this is what happens when time advances. And I'm a little bit worried that I might have missed Georgia. But we'll see. We'll go up to the boat deck. Is this Georgia? I don't know what she looks like.
But my dear, it's Daisy,
Oh,
Daisy
God.
Cashmore. Surely you remember. Oh, you are naughty thing. Don't think I didn't know you'd snuck on at Cherbourg. Smithers told me all about it. The old boy's always dripping with news.
Lovely.
Heard about Lord and Lady Lambeth. Ruined utterly. Scarcely enough left for appearances, I'm told. I always liked Georgia. Married Charles for his name and his fortune, sensible girl. But she's made her nest. Now she must live in it. Well, what do we think? Gorgeous, isn't it? Everyone's raving, gushing. The Titanic couldn't be more fabulous. And the
Welcome to
sailing
first class,
couldn't
folks.
have been more convenient. Everyone's here. The Astors, the George Wideners, the Countess of Ross, such a wonderful girl. The Strausses, I saw them on D-deck tonight. The Ryersons, the Henry Harpers. I could just go on and on.
Fucking
And
Brits.
ships so very advanced. I was just saying to my dear friends, the Carters, they're bringing back a motor car, do you believe, in the cargo hold.
Oh, we know
Bill
that from
Carter
the film.
checks it daily. Really, every day. He keeps the keys with the purser. And of course they let them. The Carters are fantastically rich. Lucille doesn't understand the attraction at all. With men and machines, I tell her, we girls play second fiddle. Well, my dear, I have a little favor. A tiny, tiny, tiny one.
It's going to be huge. With pleasure.
Tonight at dinner, a man I don't know was making eyes at me. Be an absolute darling and find out who he is.
Okay.
Look him up in the passenger list. All I know are his initials, GQC. The list's someplace. Find it. I'll wait right here. Ta!
I'm the worst secret agent because they all know I'm a secret agent. Yeah, perfect. Right, so we're going to head back out onto the boat deck, which this is a smoking room. Where's the access to the A-deck? Nope. Oh, this is the front of the ship. This isn't actually where I wanted to be. So we're just going to head to the back of the ship. Here's Georgia. I knew she was somewhere.
You came after all this time. It's Georgia. I'd heard you on board. Where have you been?
In my room.
It's been 5 years. I'd have waited a lot longer to see you again. Why didn't you tell me where you'd gone? Dina hadn't a clue, nor did Jack. My letters were returned. Just like you to show up now, with everything such a beastly mess. You must help me.
Why does it roll all favors? Help you?
You've no doubt heard the rumors. I won't deny most of them. I can't.
What rumors?
Even if the money's gone, I won't give the diamonds to Charles, never. These are all that remains. My insurance for a new life without Charles. Or Saoirse.
So sure.
Saoirse? The owner of the Barbican Gallery? We're friends. Of a sort.
With benefits.
He's sailing on the Titanic, taking some paintings to New York to sell. Please. I mustn't talk any longer. Take it. Take the necklace. It's my only chance now. Keep it for me. And don't tell Charles you have it. You can't know what he's like.
Okay. Well, we've got enough money to start a new life. See, guys, we're just gonna take a lifeboat off just now, and then just yeah, it's golden. Right. Okay. So, let us have a gander here. So let's head down. No, I'll tell you what. Seeing as it's coming to the end of this episode, we're going to go find the grand staircase, which is forward deck, just around here. And we're going to go down to our room, which is down on C deck. Which is C deck. So this is the C deck here, and we're going to go to our cabin. Wait, what number are we? Are we 57? I thought we were 37. We must be 37. 73? I've forgotten my room. I did this on a hotel once. It was a very embarrassing night. Shit, Sam, run away! Run away. Right, where the hell is our... It's the next one along, apparently. C60... Okay. So we're in our room. It is time to unlock the door, and we will figure out about this. So, let's get at this. So we need to hook up the battery. Now, the way the Enigmas work is you need to set the wheels. So we had the wheel code of 8-7. Every time you click it, the music resets. 8-7-5-4. Okay. So we need to decode. Yeah, well, we haven't input anything. Okay. 8-7 it was, balls. 7, 5, 4. Okay. So I can't tell if the key's gone down. Maybe I need to leave it on this. 8. Gone down. For the third time. 8-7-5-4. A, there we go. N H. So basically, what's happening here, if you don't know all that much about Enigma devices and coding and things, is a message starts with the wheel position, and as you tippy-typy letters, you move through the wheels, and so the code changes with each letter, which is why the German Enigma machine was actually so hard to break. Without the starting combination, it would be almost impossible by conventional methods to break it, because there's so many possible computations of where you could go. So yeah, so Q S P P A I X W B B F C X Y A M. Okay, let's do it. We'll be at hidden in boiler room 3. Coal chute 4. Okay, I think I'm going to have to start taking notes for this, which is a shame that I don't have any paper. SB will deliver, so that's Sasha. Pickup will confirm. So, with that juicy little bit of plot that's been injected in, I'm going to call this the end of this episode of Titanic, an Adventure Out of Time. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!